Hi and welcome. In this video, I am going to show you how to send a email notification when a job fails in SQL Server. That could be your backup job or any job. And we have two solutions. One is using SQL Server agent and another one using a stored procedure. For this, first we need to set up a database mail. I have already made a video on how to set up a database mail and profiles and how it functions. I strongly recommend you to watch that video before you watch this video. I am providing the link in the description. You can watch it from there. This is a video. I'll share this link in the description. You can watch it from there. Okay. So what is this email notification? Let me show you the demo before I explain the concept. So here I have a full backup job of one of the database. So if this job fails, I need to get a email notification. So in real time, it is not possible to check every server what jobs are success and what jobs are fail. So we need to get a notification which job is failing and which job is success. So here I have set up a notification here. So if this job fails, I need to get a email notification. Let me run this job. You can see here the job is failed, and let me open my inbox. You can see here I have got a email notification. The job has been failed. So I can log into this server and check why it is failed. Okay. So in this way we set up an email notification when a particular job failed. So let me explain you the setup and how I was done. For that, let me connect to another server. So here first you need to set up database mail under management. I have already set up this mail, database mail under management. As I said, there are two methods. One is using SQL Server agent and another using stored procedure. Let us discuss first about SQL Server agent. How do I set up? This is in disable mode. First start the SQL Server agent. Our agent started. Expand this and you'll have jobs. When you expand jobs, it will give you a list of jobs available here. So let me create a new job here. Right click on jobs and new job. Enter the details here. I want to take a full backup. Let me give the name as full backup of one of the database. I have sample 201 database here, and you can write description if you want. It's not mandatory. Okay. And now go to steps. There are no steps here. Add new and give the step name and write the command here. I'm taking backup to one of the existing drive, and you can go to advanced. On success action you can select quit the job reporting success, or if you have any other step you can click on go to next step. Okay, and okay. So now here our step has been completed. Next, going to notifications. Here select email. Actions to perform when a job completes. You have four options here: email, page, write to the Windows application event log, or automatically delete the job. When I select email, you will have a operators list here. Since I have not set up any operator here, it is not displaying the operators list. So let me go and create a new operator. Operator means it's a list of recipients. Let me minimize this, and here you have operators. Right click, new operator. You need to write the email address of the recipient. Give the name and email address. And you can select the schedule also. You want it Monday, Tuesday, or even you can select at the working hours. and OK. Let me create one more operator here, DBA2, and OK. So now you have set the operator. Now go to the job properties and you'll get the operators list here. Let me refresh it. This is our job, full backup, sample 201. Open properties, or you can just double click on it, and then you have notifications and select email, and here you need to select the recipient, DBA1 or DBA2. I am going with DBA2 option. This is the recipient, and then you need to send a notification when the job fails, or when the job succeeds, or when the job completes. So I need to get a notification when the job succeeds, and click OK. So we have set up the operators and notifications as well. The most important step is you need to enable database mail profile for the SQL Server agent. For that, go to SQL Server agent, right click, and then you will have the properties, and you can see the alert system. Go here and tick this checkbox, enable mail profile, and here we have mail system as database mail. Okay, and click OK. Now we are all set. Let me execute this job. Full backup, start job at step. You can see the job is succeeded. Okay, so since the job is executed successfully, I have to get a email notification. Let me check my inbox whether I got a notification or not. Let me refresh. I did not get any notification. Let me check what went wrong. So here I did not select mail profile. So when you create a database mail, you will create a profile also. So you need to select profile also. I have two profiles here. Let me go with profile 1 and OK. Now execute the job. Refresh the instance and then execute the job. The job is success. Let me go to my inbox. This is my inbox, and you can see I got a email, SQL 2019 alerts. This is the instance name, and you can see the job is succeeded. Likewise, I can get a email notification when the job fails. So you just need to make some modifications here. So for that, go to the job properties and then alerts, sorry, notifications, and here you need to get a notification when the job fails, and OK. And for the job to fail, you need to do some error here. I mean, you need to add some error in this step. Let me write incorrect command. So instead of database, let me give double E. So this is an incorrect statement. Eventually the job gets failed if I execute this schedule job. OK. Notifications, you have set it to when the job fails, you will get a notification to this recipient, and OK. Execute the job, and you can see the job gets failed, right? Now this is my inbox. Refresh. You can see I got an alert. The job was failed. Okay. So this is how you set up a email notification when your job fails using SQL Server agent. So let us discuss the second method using a stored procedure. So this is our stored procedure. Execute msdb.dbo. sp underscore send underscore db mail, and here is a profile name for the database mail. Suppose if you don't know the profiles under the database mail, you can just execute this stored procedure, execute this statement, and you will get the list of profiles under database mail. I'm executing this, and you can see there are two profiles with name profile1 and profile2. So this is my profile, database mail profile, and here is a recipient list to whom you want to send the email. Likewise we have did in operator case. Okay, and this is the body of the email, and this is the subject. So just copy the script and then go to the job. I am using the same job here. Right click, properties. First you need to disable the email action. So I am not going to use SQL Server agent to send an email notification. Disable this and then go to steps and then add another new step. Here you can give the step name and paste the command here. Okay, you can write anything here. Job failure. Okay, so this is our step. Go to advanced, and here on success action, go to next step. I want to quit the job reporting success. So this job is just sending a report when the job fails. So this step wants to be quit when it is success. On failure action, so this means it will send an email notification if the job is success. That means this failure job is success, and then okay. And here in general you can select database master or you can select MSDB. So selecting MSDB is a good practice. Okay, and then okay. And now go to the step, the actual backup operation step. Here you can click on edit or you can double click here to open the properties of this step 1, and then you have advanced option here. Go to advanced, and then you can see here if the backup operation fails, what you want me to do. You want to go to step 2. Our step 2 name is job failure. Okay, so when it go to step 2, let me click OK. So it will go to, so this backup job fails, it will go to step 2. What we have in step 2? We have a stored procedure which sends a email notification stating the job has been failed. Okay, and we are done. Click OK. Now let me execute this job. Start. You can see the job has been failed. So let me open my inbox and show you. I did not get any email. Let me check. Did I made any mistake here? Yeah, I need to put commas here. Yes. So I need to change in steps also. So go here, steps, go to step 2, and then give comma. And okay. Now run the job. The job will get failed and we have to get a email notification. So here you got a success message because you have mentioned in the step 2 that you need to quit the job reporting success. You can see on success action, quit the job reporting success, but you can go to history and check. Yes, view history, you will see this job has been failed. This is our first job, which is backup of database, and this is the second job which gives us a email notification that out of 2 jobs, 1 job is failed, other job is success. And when you go to your email inbox, it provided a notification. You can see database sample 201 full backup job failed. Okay, so we have got the notification stating the backup job has been failed. So this is how we set up email notification using a stored procedure. I hope you have understood the concept of setting up a email notification using the database mail feature. If you have any queries, please do comment below. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share and subscribe to my channel.